Okay, so the order of operations is bringing order to the way that we do our operations. We noticed when we did the examples, we all had different answers. So let's talk about what is the order of operations. And everybody in that blank, obviously, we see three blanks. We're going to fill that blank in. We're going to fill that blank in with order of operations. Okay, this is the order that we have to math problems. So how do we complete the operations? Okay, and I'm just gonna give you what we all know. What's the way to complete operations? What do you guys know from pre-algebra? What is it your teachers tell you to do? What is our order in which we do them? They gave you an acronym. PEMDAS. I don't know if you guys say it anymore, but when I was in school, they would say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay? And we will not have the debate if it's aunt or aunt. Okay? I say aunt because it definitely is aunt. All right, here we go. Order of operations. Now let's look at these problems. We got all different answers. Order of operation tells you to do your parentheses, then your exponents, followed by multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. And Miss Bennett is going to explain to you how that works. But let's look at our answers here. If I'm using PEMDAS, that means that I need to do the multiplication first. So I'm taking 5 times 6, which is 30, and I'm adding that to 3. So if we do this with some order, we all get the same answer, 33. Over here, order of operation, I'm looking at PEMDAS. It tells me to do my multiplication and division first, okay? So I'm going to do the division here. 10 divided by 2, which is 5. And then I'm doing the multiplication here. 4 times 3, which is 12. And then I'm going to add those two together. Order of operations. So I should have 17. Okay, if we do it in the order, we get the same answer. Let's talk about parentheses. Parentheses, of course, looks like this. I'm going to do what's inside of the parentheses first. Okay, so I'll do 3 plus 4, which is 7. Then I'm going to do my multiplication, 5 times 7. Okay, and then that answer, if I get 5 times 7, that is 35. When I subtract 3 from it, I get 32. Order of operations. Order of operations. All right, guys, what is the order? Well, you should always solve math problems in our PEMDAS order, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally order. And this is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Multiplication and division and addition and subtraction. You're going to do it whichever one comes first. So it's not like I do multiplication before division or addition before subtraction. It's which one comes first. We'll clarify that later. But we start with our parentheses and then we use our exponents. Multiplication or division first and then addition or subtraction. We work both of these from left to right. Okay, so multiplication and division, I'm going to go left to right. I'm writing that in my notes. And the same with addition and subtraction. I'm going to go from left to right. All right, the parenthesis symbol. Well, the parenthesis symbol looks like this, guys. It looks like, I call it the hug. It's the hug symbol. It hugs the numbers. All right, so if we look at this example, we got our parentheses around 9 plus 4. The parentheses symbol can also look like this. Okay? These are called brackets. I want you guys to write that down. These are brackets. We treat brackets just like parentheses. So if I look at this example, this is a bracket. I am going to work with that bracket first. Okay, I'm going to work inside that bracket first. Now let's look at how we do the parentheses. You always want to work from the inside of the parentheses to the outside of the parentheses. Okay? So we're going to work inside our parentheses, and look, I got the brackets around parentheses, so I'm going to start in the innermost side up here where it says 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is just 2, okay? Now that's gone, so then I'm going to move down my 4, and I'm going to take 4 minus 2 because that's inside of my brackets. Okay, so I'm going to do that first. And then I got the plus. All right. So I'll take 4 minus 2, which is 2. And then I'll bring down my 3. I got 3 plus 2, which is 5. Yep, my answer is 5. All right. Are we all on the same page, e-learners? We work inside the innermost side of parentheses, and then we work out. Let me know. I am going to do example 7, or this example, I'm sorry, not example 7. 7 plus 8 divided by 4. Again, I'm going to work inside the parentheses. I know 8 divided by 4 is 2. And then I take 7 plus 2, plus 2, and that equals 9, okay? Here, I'm going to work inside of the parentheses first, okay? So I'm going to take 7 plus 4 first, which is 11. And then what does this mean, guys? When I have a number beside a parentheses, what am I supposed to do with these two numbers? Anybody? Yes. Okay, I say when a number hugs, it's a hug. That's called a hug. That means multiplication. Okay, yes. Hug means multiplication. All right, the hug means multiplication. We multiply those two numbers. We know this is 33, right? This is 33. All right, let's go to the next one. Ooh, we got a lot more going on, but again, we're going to work in the parentheses first. So I'm going to take 20 minus 14 first, which is what, guys? 6. So I got 3 times 6. And then over here, this is multiplication. Don't let that confuse you. That's 9 times 1. Well, that's just 9, okay? We see the hug happening here. That's a hug. That means multiplying. So I got to take 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. Okay. And then 18 plus 9 is what, guys? Uh, 18 plus 9 is 27. Okay. Now that they're up in the ante, we need to go in the innermost sides first. That good job, e-learners. I see you participating in the chat. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Yuretsi. I appreciate you. Okay, let's do the innermost sides first. Innermost sides is we end up with with the innermost sides, we got a 3 times 1 here, which is just 3. Then we got to take 5 minus what's in the parentheses. So that's 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is just 2. And then we got to do 2 plus 2. Well, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. All right, our last one, guys. We work in the inside of the parentheses. We work in the inside of the parentheses. In the innermost sides, 5 plus 2, I get a 7. And then I'm going to subtract 2. So I would have a 7 minus 2, which is 5. And then I got to multiply by 6. 5 times 6 is 30. Okay, we have talked about the order of operations.